What would you do if the woman sleeping next to you suddenly started acting like your presence burned her skin, and one night, at 2:14 a.m., her phone lit up with a name you'd never seen before? The glow from her screen painted the ceiling of our bedroom in a soft blue haze. She was facing away from me again, curled tight at the edge of the mattress like I was a stranger she'd accidentally shared a bed with. When I shifted closer, just barely brushing her shoulder, she flinched. Not subtle, not imagined. A sharp, instinctive recoil. And that's when her phone buzzed. She didn't move, but I saw it. A preview. Just one line. Miss you already. Tonight wasn't enough. My chest locked up. I didn't breathe. And then the screen went black. If you genuinely enjoy our stories, please subscribe to the channel, tell us where you're from, and what time it is right now. It's always fascinating to know how far our story flows. I lay there for what felt like hours, staring into the darkness, replaying that sentence over and over in my head. Tonight wasn't enough. My mind tried to reject it, tried to rationalize it into something harmless. A friend, a joke, a misunderstanding. But something had already shifted inside me. Something cold. The next morning, she acted normal. Too normal. Coffee? She asked, like nothing had happened, standing in our kitchen on West 34th Street, sunlight pouring through the blinds. I watched her carefully. The same woman I had trusted for 8 years. Same smile. Same voice. But now it felt like I was watching an actress who had memorized every detail of my wife's behavior. Yeah, I said quietly. She placed the mug in front of me and kissed my cheek. I didn't react. I just stared at the coffee, wondering who she had been with the night before. Because she hadn't been home until almost midnight. Work dinner, she said. I didn't confront her. Not yet. Instead, I started paying attention. It began with small things. Her phone was always face down now, always on silent. She took it into the bathroom, into the shower sometimes. She started going to yoga classes in Tribeca 3 nights a week, even though she'd never cared about fitness before. And the flinching got worse. Every time I got close, she'd tense. Like she didn't want my hands on her anymore. Like someone else's touch was still on her skin. One night, I tried to kiss her. She turned her head just enough for it to land on her cheek. I'm tired, she said. That was the moment I felt it fully, the humiliation. My own wife recoiling from me. I started checking things. Quietly. Methodically. Her receipts. Her calendar. Her Uber history. That's when I saw it. Repeated trips to a place in Midtown. Same location. Different nights. A boutique hotel on Lexington Avenue. I drove there the next day. Sat in my car across the street for almost 2 hours, watching couples walk in and out. Laughing. Touching. Living in a world I suddenly realized I was no longer part of. Then I saw her. My wife. She stepped out of an Uber, adjusting her hair, checking her reflection in the car window. And then he walked up. Tall. Confident. Smug. He didn't hesitate. He kissed her like he owned her. And she melted into it. No hesitation. No guilt. Nothing. I gripped the steering wheel so hard my hands went numb. That was the moment something inside me broke. Not loudly. Not dramatically. Just quietly. Like a bone snapping under pressure. I didn't confront her that night. Or the next. Instead, I started collecting everything. Photos. Videos. Messages. I hired a private investigator. Cost me more than I wanted to spend, but it was worth every dollar. His name was Daniel Carter. Married. 2 kids. Corporate attorney. Of course. Of course she picked someone like that. The evidence piled up quickly. Hotel records. Surveillance footage. Dozens of messages. Explicit. Cruel. She has no idea, he wrote once. Good, she replied. He'd never have the guts to do anything anyway. I read that message 10 times. She thought I was weak. That was her mistake. I didn't yell. I didn't cry in front of her. But alone? Yeah, I broke. Sitting in my car in a parking garage on West 46th Street, hands shaking, trying to understand how the person I loved had turned into someone I didn't recognize. But pain has a way of sharpening you. And eventually, the sadness turned into something else. Something colder. I met with a lawyer. A good one. We went over everything. Our assets, the house, her job, his job, the timeline. In New York, infidelity doesn't always guarantee everything. But when combined with financial misconduct, that's where it gets interesting. Because while she was busy cheating, she'd been using our joint account. Hotel stays, gifts, trips, thousands of dollars. I documented all of it. Then I made a plan. 2 weeks later, She told me she had a conference in Chicago. I smiled. Have fun, I said. But I already knew the truth. She wasn't going to Chicago. She was meeting him. At the same hotel. Same room. I had everything arranged. The hotel manager was cooperative once legal was involved. My lawyer handled the details. That night, at exactly 9:17 p.m., while they were inside that room, the door opened. Not dramatically, just quietly. 2 hotel staff, a legal representative, and a camera. She screamed first, then him. They scrambled, trying to cover themselves, shouting, demanding explanations. But there was nothing to explain. It was all being recorded. Surprise, I said, stepping into the doorway. The look on her face. I'll never forget it. Not fear, not even guilt, just realization that she had lost everything. The fallout was brutal. Her job found out. His wife found out. Their companies found out. Legal proceedings began almost immediately. Financial fraud, marital misconduct, breach of contract. His firm didn't tolerate scandals. He lost his job within a week. She tried to fight me in court, tried to twist it, tried to paint herself as the victim. But evidence doesn't lie. Every message, every receipt, every video, it all came out. Public record. Friends stopped calling her. Family distanced themselves. She tried to reach out to me once. Just once. I didn't respond. The divorce finalized 3 months later. I got the house, most of the assets, and peace, or something close to it. Last I heard, she moved out of state. He disappeared completely. And me? I still sleep on the same side of the bed. But now, there's no one flinching when I move. No secrets glowing in the dark. Just silence. And the quiet understanding that sometimes, the person you trusted most becomes the stranger who teaches you how to destroy them. The end.